Hello everybody and welcome to the first episode of We Are Halo. Today we will hear the stories from our fellow Halo fans, of how Halo has brought us together as a community, and what it can grow to mean to some people. I thank you for tuning in, and we will begin to tell these stories, the first of which will be that of an Army veteran, who tells how Halo can help fellow vets to deal with the stress of warfare, and how it helped him and his squad come closer together. The second story will be that of a guy who tells the story of how Halo can, whenever your life is completely falling apart, how it can be there as a beacon of hope and a beacon of inspiration through all of life's hardships. And the third story will be that of a fan who tells us what Halo means and how we always come back to Halo whenever everything else isn't going our way. No matter what other games we are playing, it always comes back to Halo. Please enjoy this series and enjoy the stories that we as a community all have to share. And also please stay tuned at the end of this video to tell how you can share your story. Without further ado, let's tell the stories of our fellow community, because these are our stories and we are Halo. Please enjoy.
Hey everybody, Chris here, and I'm here today to talk to you about what Halo means to me. I was in the U.S. Army for 5.5 years as a combat medic. Started in Korea, went to Iraq twice, spent almost a year in Colorado Springs, and then I got out. Korea, Iraq, Colorado Springs, Iraq, Colorado Springs, and then I got out. That's not the focus here. The focus today is Halo and what it has done for me through that time. I started playing Halo, Combat Evolved, about 4 years before I went into the service. Had a lot of fun. First deployment, we played Halo and Halo 2. Halo 2 was released in November of that year. I believe it was in 04. And I was the second one on post to get it. Dang it, Hines. We had a couple of tournaments, mainly just bragging rights, things like that. Well, it was only bragging rights. I didn't have anything. I didn't have any prizes for anyone, but it was a lot of fun. It helped us decompress and keep our morale up, feel that much more closer to home in between missions and casualties coming into the aid station. There's nothing like blowing off steam after getting all cleaned up, after being out in, 114 plus, dry heat, with between 40 to 80 pounds of gear on. That's when you're outside of the Humvee, if you get out of the Humvee, that is. But, full combat load, your flak vest, your weapon, your Kevlar, your iPro and whatever else, and then humping it, of course, if you get out, having to look out for, your IEDs and landmines and, snipers and ambush people and things like that, it really helped to celebrate the small moments in between those missions, those casualties, those instances, the mortar attacks. It helped it, like I said, helped us decompress, keep up morale, feel that much more closer to home. It was also motivation to make it back from, our missions and things like that, and coming back from R&R, I would look forward to, getting back to that. I know it sounds kind of sick, but it allowed me to spend more time and get that much closer to my people. My brothers and sisters who would play. The second deployment, I had my 360 and my original Xbox, which I appropriated from my younger brother. Sorry, Joseph. And I had the combo people. I had the signal people wire up my 360 to the original Xbox in the back of the aid station where the docks rooms were, and so in between sick call and things like that, we would play. We would use the headsets too, so we could cuss out the officers without any reproach. There was a time where it got to be a little too much, at least the cussing out, anyways, and we had to dial that back. So we got rid of the headsets, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It helped bring 2ID and 82nd Airborne that much closer together. Infantry airborne, pogues, legs, it helped bridge the gap in between the two. Let's just say that. It was great because, we were able to, our working relationships were made better because of it, and it was, it was just fun. Like I said, it helped us get through the small moments in between the big stuff. It helped make everything that much more tolerable. You're in the damn desert, for God's sake. You got camel spiders and sand flies and other crap like that to worry about. And you're going over here and you're going to blast your friend. You're going to stick him in the face with a sticky grenade on Boundless or Last Resort or Blood Gulch or just whatever. Signed wherever you're playing. If you're playing co-op on Halo 2 or 3, or if you're playing splits, if you're playing against each other, whatever we did with Halo, we made it fun. And that really got us through. And from the bottom of my heart and from the bottom of the hearts of countless vets who have played and made it through their deployments because of it, thank you, Halo. Thank you, Halo community. Red versus blue, all the stuff that's come, all the stuff that's been spawned from the original Halo, that has helped countless numbers of people get through whatever difficult times they're going through, especially soldiers who are deployed. 343 Bungie, thank you for everything that you've done. Muchos kudos, y'all. Keep it up. We see what y'all are doing with Halo 5 Guardians and the update that just dropped, what was it, last week, earlier this week, something like that. Anyways, thank you again. If it weren't for y'all, I don't know how many of us would not have, would have gone crazy, during our deployments. But hey, once again, anybody who has had a hand in getting these out and to the masses, thank you so much. Yeah, you all be good, be safe, take care.
Hello, my name is Undead King 1231. My story begins with watching my aunt play Halo as a young kid. Started watching her had to have been 2003, when I was really young, going over to my grandpa's house a lot. We'd always yell at her and tell her, "Get off that game, let him play." And in 2007 is when I really started getting into the lore and gameplay of Halo. Before that, I didn't really understand any of it. See, in 2007, my younger brother Gage was born. It was a really happy year in my life, and he means the world to me at the moment. In 2008, my life kind of fell apart when my mother and father got divorced. The breakup was really hard on me and him, because back then I thought of my father as the person who roped the moon, and he meant everything to me. But as time went on, I started to realize that he wasn't. So while all of this was going on, I decided to tune everything out and let my mind just concentrate on Halo and just escape from reality for that 2 hours that I had during the day. But I grew to love the series, and it became a part of my life. And if it weren't for Halo, I probably wouldn't be here at this moment. It helped me through severe depression, and when I was moving around a lot, that was really the only thing that was constant for me. So, Halo is a big part in my life, as many of you know. Halo has been there for all of us. At one point or another, when everything else leaves, it has always been there. But now that 343 is in charge, I know that they have made a lot of mistakes, but I think that we should give them a chance, because no industry knows what they're doing within their first couple games. Like, it took Bungie a long time to get something right, and then they became really good at it. And Halo today, we shouldn't try to judge it based on past Halos with a different company. However, we should try to start fresh and judge it from what they can do. Because no matter what any of us want, 343 will never be Bungie. But they had the potential to do great things with the series, even if that means Chief not being there. Chief has been my biggest role model for a long time, and I was actually made fun of as a kid for that, because it's a fantasy. But in my heart, it's more than that. It is me. And as the name of this series suggests, we are Halo. We make the series, and it's up to us to keep this beloved series alive. Whether Master Chief is in it or not, we keep it going.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? My name is Denny Havoc, longtime Halo fan, since CE pretty much. My dad surprised us in Christmas time with Halo, and been me and my two brothers, my closest friends from childhood. We would host LAN parties in my mom's old place, and run cables through the kitchen, through the living room. Playing those 4v4s, and sometimes 6-on-6. That many people over my house. You know what I mean? And I just love Halo so much that I even got a tattoo of the Halo ring on my right calf. I was never a competitive player, but campaign always draw me in, and a little bit that I could, I would enjoy Slayer, even if I lost, which a lot of the time, but whatever. Still a lot of fun. Still a lot of fun, and it's amazing how long Halo's been around. A lot of games, they come and go. They're not really franchises. You know what I mean? And Halo's just more than just a game. It's everything. It's the apparel, the novels, the toys, the everything. It's an incredible thing that they got going over there at Microsoft. So it's pretty awesome. Pretty much. I appreciate every Halo for being different. Multiplayers with the third one being the last time I actually really enjoyed tank movement, because by the time Halo 4 came out, I was ready for fast-paced action like Unreal. You know what I mean? So I embraced Halo 4, and I catch a lot of heat for that, because the whole competitive scene, they weren't really too big on Halo 4, but whatever, it's just my opinion. I appreciated it a lot, and just love Halo. Halo's just a way of life, man. It really is. No matter what, you always come back to Halo. I tell my friends a lot. You always come back to Halo, no matter what. You're playing in the meantime. Battlefield, Titanfall, Call of Duty, whatever those other first-person shooters are in the market. You always come back to Halo, always, no matter what. And that's what Halo means to me. Halo's love, Halo's life. Pretty much. That's what it is. I just want to show you guys quickly my Final Boss hoodie. Of course, I had to rock that for this video. So yeah, man. Hopefully, Halo 6 finally, with 4 being such a great campaign, and quote lacking in multiplayer, and 5 doing the inverse, having a weak campaign but a great multiplayer. Hopefully, Halo 6 will get it together. You know what I mean? Have both be exceptional, and just looking forward to it. There's just so much with sci-fi. There's so much with the Halo lore that you can do. it's just future. The future's, it's still bright. It's been going on for 15 years, and it's no way of slowing it down. You know what I mean? As far as the whole Spartan abilities and all that stuff, I'm a fan of it. I embrace change. It's just the way I am. You know what I mean? I don't want to always play the same damn multiplayer, which Halo hasn't been. Every multiplayer's been different. Playing CE and XBC and Halo 2 on live and 3 online and things like that, and lands and all of that stuff. So it's a welcome change. You got to evolve. Some people don't want to hear it, but you got to evolve, or you're gonna be, you're gonna get lost in the shuffle. So keep on enjoying those Halo games, no matter which Halo game it is. Just as long as you're playing Halo, man, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? So long live 343. I don't care what y'all say. Go 343. All right, you guys. It's been a blast being a part of this, and I hope you guys enjoy my little segment. All right.
Each of us as Halo fans have a story. There are thousands upon thousands of stories out there of how a simple video game took our lives and changed it for the better, of how it inspired us, how it helped us forge friendships, how it created inspiration, creativity, and so much more. But just a simple video game has come to mean to us, and how we are Halo. I hope you guys have enjoyed the very first episode of this series, and if you would like to see more, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. And first and foremost, if you would like to share your journey as a Halo fan with the rest of the community, please check in the description of this video, and we will make sure that your story is told. Thank you all for tuning in. Please check some of the other videos on this channel. Share this around, because we are all Halo fans, and every story to be told is our story. Thank you. Check out some of these other videos, and have a good day. I'll see you online as we make our stories together.